Okay, tour of the basement. This is when we just open the door. These are the stairs down. And this is some of the most like incredibly garbagey crap you can get. And it smells particularly bad. These are cobwebs. And I'll show you behind the door because that's the most frightening part. So if you notice what we're looking at here, this black screen is tar paper covering some wood boards. Here's some dismantled dryer duct that was, I guess, connected to that, which we plugged with newspaper, but then it was just left open when we moved here. It was totally open to the basement. Somebody at some other point drilled a hole up there. I don't know if you can see it, that hole up there. That's was for the dryer duct as well. So it rains through that one. And then behind the door, voila, is plenty of fiberglass insulation, which is just crumbling apart and making a big mess. So that's the stairs. And here we go down. If you take a right, you see some, I don't know how it looks, but you can see some gravel, a gravel path along the dirt floor. And this is a gravel path that's been put here to, I guess, create a stream from the water leak and to collect the water leak that comes from the side of the house. The source is right there under the fuse box. You can probably see the hole. We'll be going there in a second. But this used to be a concrete floor, and I guess it was flooding so much or had so many water problems that they had to break it up in order to allow the water to leak through the gravel. So we actually, when we moved here, this is a new fuse box, but the old fuse box had water running through it because it was improperly installed. So it was coming down the cord connected to the outside through the fuse box and leaking down here, along with all the other leaks from the outside that were gathering and moving downstream towards a little well, otherwise known as the sump pump. Let us move over there. So then if we move to this side, oh, and this is like the kind of duct that was installed with a second heating, with I guess extended heating, which is all very strange because it connects nowhere, some of them. Anyway, here we are. The gravel stream continues and ends up into this messy ditch called, I guess where the sump pump lies, kind of dead. I don't believe it's worked ever. And this ditch fills up with water and then naturally drains as the water table changes. Then the floor is always kind of damp here because there's so much underground water. And back here, this is the kind of a drier part sort of because it's still concrete and elevated. But you can see plenty of signs of moisture on the wall all around here. And you can't see that, but under there, it's the floor is entirely wet. And then, glory of all glories, there's a big cabinet here covered in styrofoam. I think they were, I don't know, sprouting things, and I can't even open it now. Okay, we're back in the basement. The card was full, so this may be a little bit disjointed, but I wanted to catch a few more things. One of them is this hose. This hose, as you see, loops around in a circle right there, is the hose from the sump pump that goes nowhere. So the sump pump in that nice little ditch that we covered a few minutes ago was supposed to be sending water up through this hose, and then it was sending it, I guess ideally it was supposed to go out the window over there, which would just drench and soak the groundwater immediately at that wall, causing all that wetness down the floor there. But it was eventually circled back to go to this enormous sink. I don't know if you can see this. It's pretty hard to see, but there's an enormous sink, like tub-like sink here, which has a drain that goes to this little ceramic, you can't see this, it's a little ceramic bowl. And that's all it is. It's about 1 inch tall. And so it would just leak from here back down into the ditch. It was really amazing thing to see. Anyway, that's one feature here. Another feature is under the stairs here, just all the garbage that is, you can't even see this because it's not light. There's a skateboard, there's some shoes, there's newspaper, a lot of organic stuff that all grows enormous amounts of mold. And that was all here when we came in. A bunch of crap. What else? You can see the water on the wood. And now we're going to look to see if we can get a better shot of that mushroom, or at least a photograph of it, here in the styrofoam case cabinet. You see that? No, you really can't see it, but it's a doozy. No, I'm going to shoot. Okay, photograph time.